How do you know if you are going through a spiritual awakening? What exactly is a spiritual awakening? Stay tuned and I will explain them in this video in 5 minutes or less. First, let's understand what is a spiritual awakening. Spiritual awakening is a spiritual remembering who you are without the ego and conditioning. Awaken to know that there is more to life than the physical. It can be triggered by anything, and one of the common causes is life-changing events. It can happen at any time, but they will always happen when you need them the most. This can be losing a job, having an accident, or illness. For me, it was a sudden, unexpected bad health diagnosis, the C word that nobody wants to hear, followed by a motorbike accident in a foreign country that really shook my life and woke me up. There are so many signs for spiritual awakening, but I'm going to cover the 7 most common signs in this video. Number 1, awareness. You start to notice more and aware of your habits and routine. You begin to switch off the autopilot mode of your life and begin to give more thought to who you are, what you want, and why you are here. You make it a priority to change out old habits and move away from the mundane that no longer serve you. You become aware that you are living a life based on rules that have been passed on from generation to generation that somebody else tried to impose on you. Number 2, disconnected. You feel disconnected or detached to the world or people, especially those that try to control you. The people that you used to hang around with, you no longer want to speak to them or hang out with them. You can no longer speak on their topic, and you don't really enjoy being around them. And that's because when you are going through spiritual awakening, your priorities in life shift away from things that you tried so hard to fit into in the past. You also begin to realize that you were conditioned since childhood to conform to social norm, and you feel like everything that you thought to be true about your life was a lie. And you learn who you truly are, so your personal identity also shifts dramatically. Number 3, synchronicity. You keep seeing repeated signs, repeating numbers or symbols. As you are going through a spiritual awakening, it is important that you follow your instinct and the sign from the universe and flow with it. When you do, it is highly likely that it will lead you to the next opportunity. Number 4, calling. Suddenly you feel this very strong, undeniable calling, a pull, or desire that is taking you somewhere, or desire to do something. And most of the time, it's not even logical. Your mind cannot even quite figure out what it is. But your intuition, deep down inside, you know you should be somewhere else. You should be doing something, taking some form of action. So it is important to follow your heart and take action to see the miracles unfold very quickly in your life. Number 5, empathy and compassion. You feel what others are feeling and you feel more compassionate towards everything. You don't want anyone or anything to get hurt. I remember when I was going through my spiritual awakening, I was at a restaurant and a grasshopper hopped in by our table. And I actually took a bowl and a napkin and scooped it up and took it outside versus killing it. Same thing with seeing bugs around the house. I no longer kill them, but instead I would find ways to guide them out of the house. This new compassion is really a big part of the awakening process. Number 6, authenticity. As you are going through a spiritual awakening, you realize that you no longer have to conform to social norms or remain politically correct. You are more comfortable to being yourself, your authentic self, knowing who you are and the choices that you make without the need to please others or seek others' approval. You let go of the need to be right. Number 7, openness. You are more open to experience things that you never experienced before. You look at things in a whole new way. You allow yourself to explore something that you might not know about. And this openness gives you the opportunity to allow new and good things to come into your life. Spiritual awakening is a process that can feel overwhelming and confusing, and it may not be easy to go through. However, it does bring major improvement to your life. So be patient, trust yourself and the process. Connect with other like-minded people and be prepared for a life transformation that you will never look back.